everybody, welcome back to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather, and believe it or not, but today is actually Friday, December 23rd, 2022. So this is probably my last craft I can make before we hit Christmas. So I want to do one more quick craft, and again I just want to something just fell. I don't know what that was. I don't know, something just fell off my camera. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so it's be my last craft now. I was trying to find things that I could use, you know, from one, like go from the fall right through to Christmas and winter, just trying to reuse things. So I saw people making these giant ornaments for their trees, like oversized ornaments. And I just wasn't sure what I was going to do. I've got some nice fabric here, like this was a cushion which got wrecked in the washer, but I love it. It's a Christmas pattern. It's got the holly berries and poinsettias and everything all over it, and it's got this little ruffle. So all I did was cut the back piece off, so I've got a nice piece of material here. It's a pretty good size. And then I've got this piece of this green material. These are just odd pieces of material. This green one. And I have this red sequence one, which was actually the cape, the lower part of a cape for like a vampire or a witch or something, whatever it was supposed to be. So it was the bottom part of an old Halloween. But I really like it. It's got the sequence in here. So I should think, okay, I've got this material. You can see, I'm not sure how many I'm going to make, but for the Halloween fall season, I had made these pumpkins. So I'm going to take the stems off, if I can, because I got this glued in here very well. Actually, maybe I'll just leave the stem in. I think I'm just going to leave the stem in because then I don't have to try to, so if I try to pull this, I'm going to end up taking all this off. So I'm going to leave the stem on. Although I do say these blue ones would probably look good. Just add some of these, like, these already look like nice Christmas balls already to hang up on the tree, so I might just add a big ribbon on here and some greenery to those ones. But like the orange is not the right color. Same with this. I mean, this one might look okay, but I'd like to recover this one. And then I've got this other one here that had the lace in it. Again, it looks okay, but I think because of the sequence, how sheer the sequence one is, it might actually look good with the over top of the lace. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cover these. I made 7, so make sure I've got 7 of these pumpkins I had made, so I'm just going to recover as many as I can in this material. I think I can get 2 out of this. I'm not quite sure how big of a piece of material I'll need. I can get 2 out of that one. This is an odd piece. It's cut funny. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get even 1 out of it, just the way this material was cut. And I know I can get 1 out of this one because I already tried it to see how I liked it. So now just give me 1 second just to move a few things, because if I've got a few glass items on my desk here. If I move anything over, I'm going to knock the glass things. So just give me 1 moment to move the glass cup, and we'll get into crafting. Alright, so first thing I've done is I've got this long cape, and it was made up in 3 panels, so it's got these 3 seams. So I just did the one. I'm just cutting along the seam here so I can get this into 3 pieces. Oops. I hope if I hold my scissors the right way. I'm just going to trim up where this seam is and just cut. I could probably just do a simple tear too, but I want to kind of keep it a little more straight. I'm not very good at tearing fabric. I mean, I can, but sometimes it just, oops. And it's just how thin this is. So it's not taking long to cut up this piece. And then my green one, I already just cut that one in half and just kind of made 2 squares. So I'm going to make probably about 3 with this glitter, 2 green, and 1 with the poinsettia. And then I also have just my little bag here with these hair elastics. So I'm just going to use the hair elastics to help hold it up at the top. So I'm just going to find the good shiny side, put that down. I'm going to do this one here first because it's already got this lace. So all I'm going to do is just, basically it's like covering my pumpkins, but I want to make them look like Christmas balls. Like that. And then any of this excess stuff at the top I will trim off because I've got, this was all that bottom fringy part, but I wasn't sure how much I would need. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and just trim that off. Grab a hair elastic here. Just oh, okay, hair elastic just snapped. Try that again. This one's the lace, so I've got some of the white lace popping up. That's okay. That's kind of there. And I kind of go like this, and I get the white lace popping out too, so I kind of like that. So there is the one. Like I said, it's just a very quick, easy. I was just trying to figure how I can make these jumbo ornaments. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly round because they're the pumpkins. They got the flat bottom. But I'm going to add like ribbons and stuff because I've got a whole bunch of cut ribbons that I've got nothing to do with. I've got nothing to use them up with. So there's that one. And then I'm going to do with this one, same thing. I'm going to take this brown or burgundy burlap. I'm just going to fold it up around the stem part. Because I'm going to use the stem part, I said, as what I use the elastic to tie it around with. Just pull it all up. And I'm dropping it. That's okay. Because I don't want to use hot glue on this because I want to be able to reuse these pumpkins next year as well. So I didn't want to glue all this fabric on here because I wasn't sure if these would work, how they would look. Oops, I got this going crooked, I think, because I dropped the one side and then I grabbed the wrong spot. Just going to do this a little slower. I'm just going to go in on each side. That. Oops. Like that. See, this one's a little more round because it's got a thicker material. These hair elastics are the cheap ones. I get like a pack of like, I don't know, a couple hundred at the dollar store. So they always break. Like I said, they always break. They're just cheap hair elastics. So I use them in my hair, and during the day I can hear them just snapping. So I usually put like 2 or 3 in my hair. So I'll probably do that for these two. Oh, see, I cannot get to that to go around. And that was a double one. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Okay, fine. I will just get this to go around one time then. I won't try to double it. Like that. I can just pull this down. These kind of look almost like a wrapped Christmas present too. So I'm just going to do the other ones the exact same way. I'm just going to figure if I can get... See if I can just get this to go around it twice just so it will hold it better. I don't think I'm going to. I think it's going to snap on me as well. Try this. Just go a little slower. There. Just have to go slower with it. There. I've got those ones done. So I'm just going to do the rest. Pretty easy. Just taking the material, folding it over, and holding it together with the hair elastic. So I'm just going to do the next 4, and I'll be back when I've got all 7 finished. So I've got all 7 of these now covered in the material. So I said I was able to get 4 with the red. The 2 middle piece, or the 2 end pieces each covered 1. The middle piece was really big. I was able to cut it in half and just barely make a second one. So I was able to get all 4 out of that one piece of that. So it was the dress up Halloween cape. Just gonna move this out of my way. I still got all these little end pieces from the bottom part of the cape, all these little fringy parts. So I'm gonna keep that because it's really pretty glittery material. Now this one I really like because this was a pumpkin that I had wrapped with the white lace. So I actually was able to keep some of the white lace sticking up. So I kind of like the way it looks. And like I said, for these, I also just decided to keep the stem on because I said these are just wrapped in the material, and I just used the little hair elastic. So I can always reuse these pumpkins next Halloween, although I'd have to say them being glitter like this for Halloween next year, these might look really good with my black and purple glittered pumpkins. But I decided to keep this because then I have a place to glue on my other ornaments that I was going to add. So I said, so there's the 4 glitter ones. And then I got the one out of that cushion. So I think I'll use this as the front because this back part here, it just didn't quite have enough material to bring it all the way up the one side. So I'm going to have this being the front. But once these are on the tree, you know, like you're not even going to really notice them. And then, of course, I've got the 2 in this funny shade of green material. I don't even know where I got this material from. I don't know the color. It was just odd strips of material that I pick up. But these ones actually remind me of the Christmas oranges. It's the green tissue paper of Christmas oranges. So that's just what it reminds me of. If you want to know the shade of green, because I don't know how well the camera picks up the actual shade of green, but the shape of these reminds me of the Christmas oranges wrapped in tissue paper. So now I'm going to start with, I don't know which one yet, but I've got all these little picks here that I have. I've got these, I got them somewhere, and they all have, oh, this one I paid, you know, secondhand for 25 cents. This one I got secondhand for 50 cents, you know, just a variety. Now this one here was also 50 cents, but it fell off of its pick. So I'll just re-glue it. But they have the little clips. So I think I'm going to keep the clips on because then I can clip it and then I don't have to glue these together. I mean, they're only going to be on the tree for another week or so. So I'm going to see how many of these I have with the actual clip. 1, 2, oh, I have 5 of them that have the clip. So I'm just going to set these other ones aside. I'm going to cut the price tags off if they still have their price tag. Now this is the one I'm going to have to glue it back together. Oops. I'm knocking everything over. So take that price tag off. I'm just going to glue this one back into place right now. What's wrong with my glue gun? Oh. It's not plugged in. I turned the power bar on. I'm trying to figure out why my glue gun's not working. It's not even plugged in. I just found the chair that screw came out of. couple weeks back. I had that screw that fell out. I just found the chair. So I'll be back. I just got to switch chairs and wait for the glue gun to heat up. Okay, actually, I tipped that chair over that I was sitting on. I'm actually missing 2 bolts out of that chair, so that's a little scary, so I moved it out of this room. Now I've got this one, I just glued it together, so got these nice, pretty blue present and the bell, and then this is another blue one. I got 2 of the blue. Just gonna figure out which ornaments these will look best on. Just gotta cut the price tags off too. But I know when I was making something, I don't know which craft I was making, something for Halloween, so I don't know, it might have been the gnomes or something, the Halloween gnomes, and I moved and I heard something, and then I saw a bolt on the floor, like I heard it fall, and I had checked both the chairs, and they didn't appear to be missing any bolt, they didn't seem to be wobbling, but now I'm a little lower, this chair is a little smaller for this table, so I feel short. Okay, so I've got 2 in red, 1 silver, and 2 blue. And I think this would be enough ornaments to put on these. So these 2 green ones, I think I'll put the red ones on. So I'll set these aside. I'm going to see which do I think is the nicest front part. All these little loose strings, which I was going to cut off, but then I'm like, you know, I kind of like the loose strings. They give it that homemade feel, old decorations anyways. So maybe I'll just leave some of that. I'm just going to clip this one just right here like that. So that one is done. Like I said, this couldn't be any easier to make. And then I find ornaments that I don't have to glue. I just can just clip them on. And here's the other red one. Price tag stuck on it. And I'm just gonna in here and just clip it on like that. And then let's see. There's this one here. The silver. You know, this one here needs something bigger. Now it has the poinsettia pattern. I think I'm going to attach this big poinsettia to this one. Now again, I think I can just kind of tuck it in underneath this elastic. There. Just tuck it underneath that elastic. Oh, I got another little poinsettia pick here. This one here I got in a secondhand store for 25 cents. Same with this one. See this one? I can just stick in the top somewhere. I can just let's figure out where it's gonna go. No, just have to bend this down a little. Let's get it to go in. Well, between all this material. Oh. There we go. Like that. So that one's done. And then I've got these, now let's see, I've got this one here. It's got the white lace. I think I'll put the silver one on here. I want to be able to see the white lace. I'm just going to clip this here. Let's flip the white lace up a little higher. Maybe I'll just clip this down a little lower. More of the white lace up like that. No, I gotta clip it higher. Do have to clip it higher, but I wanted to clip it higher but below the white lace, so then some of the white lace comes through. I'll just pull more of the white lace up there like that. And then I've got 2 of these blue ones. Okay, this one has, the stem is showing. This is the one I barely was able to get enough to cover. So again, I'm going to put something bigger on that one. So let me see, I'll stick this blue one on here. Like that. And I'll put the other blue one on this one. So I'm just going to trim a little piece of this off just so it's a little bit shorter, so it's all the same height as all the other pieces. Just clip that there. And then I've got just this one left to do. I'm surprised how fast this is going. I knew it was going to be a simple craft, but it really helps when, you know, all your pieces just seem to work together so much faster. This one I also got in secondhand for 50 cents. So same thing, I'm just going to tuck this, just going to bend this pick. And I'm just going to tuck it down in and around the stem. And I'm just going to pull some of this red material to kind of cover that up. Like that. I've got 7 oversized ornaments. I had so many things that I was going to use because I thought it was going to take so long, but I didn't realize I had all these little picks that were already made. Like I've got some little partial picks I was going to piece together. I have a bunch of these berries. And I'm like, I mean, this pack of berries, I got a Salvation Army for $3. I couldn't tell you how many years ago, but I've never used them. Looks like I got 5 or 6 in here. I can't quite count. I see 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. I see 5 stems, so I got 5 picks in here. Although I think it might be 6. Hard to tell the amount of berries that are in here. And I got some of these other ones that I've had for quite a few years. These ones I've gotten from the dollar stores. So these I've actually used in lots of things. So I got this one here with the bright green leaves, like the lime color leaves and the red berries. And then I've got one of these. And I always put these type of little glittery picks like this. These look like, I don't know, like little wavy, I guess, willow branches. I always stick these in my floral arrangements. I don't have to do anything for Christmas or anything. I just have my nice floral arrangements, and I'll just stick a couple of these or a couple pine cone picks, and it makes it look really Christmassy. So there we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, falling over, 6, and 7. 7 oversized Christmas ornaments. No time at all, just using what I have laying around the house basically. So now I'm gonna go put these on the Christmas tree, and I'll be back to show you what they look like. So the 7 ornaments really help to fill in the gaps in this tree. You can see them all, they're kind of just all tucked in everywhere. So just a very simple, easy craft using what I have lying around the house, but it's such big, impressive. I can't wait to see what they look like on my tree upstairs. But for now, they're just going to be on this tree. Again, just a great big thank you so much to everybody who's watching my videos and subscribe to my channels, and I'll see you all in my next videos. Bye.